Hi everybody, thank you for joining me today. Today is going to be a hard video for me to shoot because I am taking my mask off about some things that are really difficult for me to share, but I think it's important and I am excited to let you see what I'm dealing with right now, and I hope that it helps someone. Okay, everybody. So I shared that we're gonna see how I do. And this morning I woke up and I was a little bit depressed. And it was more than just being blue and sad. And my mind was taking me to all the places, those bad neighborhoods that you don't want to hang out in. And so I had to invoke all the tools that I know: prayer and meditation, read my devotional, and do some writing and do a gratitude list and keep reminding myself over and over and over the things that I have to be grateful for. And okay, let me take my glasses off. It's pretty sunshiny, but I want you guys to be able to see me. I have no idea what I look like. I'm alone out here in the desert and I haven't looked in the mirror, so what you see is what you get. But I came to the realization that without the knowledge that I have and the spiritual faith and the people that I have in my life, that I would probably be suicidal this Christmas like I was. No, I mean, that's not exactly what I mean to say, because I wouldn't be. I've grown past that, and it took a lot of hard work to do that. Let me back up and say that when I was 16, I lived on my own. I moved out 2 months before my 16th birthday so that I could graduate high school. And I was the first person in my family to graduate high school and the first person to go to college. And I have a degree in biology and a double minor in chemistry and physics. And for someone that went to an average of 3 schools a year, she grew up in the horrific abuse that I grew up in, to graduate high school and then later to overcome depression and go through a couple of decades of hard work to deal with all that. I do not want to say, and I misspoke to say that I would be suicidal this Christmas. Without all of that and without all the people in my life, I would be. But even if all the people went away, I still have my faith and I still have that inner peace, and I would make it through. But I woke up this morning and I felt that depression, and it was awful, and so I started focusing on the good, and I started wrapping myself in the things that are my tools that remind me. And my friend Yoli gave me this beautiful mala prayer bead necklace, and I will put a video link to where you can read more about them in the video description, but I haven't counted, but I'm pretty sure there are probably 108 beads on here. Thank you, Yoli. And then the guru bead, and it's a prayer chain, and I surrounded myself with that. And I have a shawl that my spiritual sister Linda gave me, and I did my prayer and meditation in that. And I have a special journal that I was given to write in, and it's not that all these material things are important. It's the love that they invoke and that they remind me of. And at the meetup, Teresia gave me this that she made, and I that's going in my prayer box, Teresia, so that I have it every time I do my prayer and meditation. And I looked around me, and I've got my Apple Watch that my friend Tiki gave me, and again, it was given to me with such love. I've got gifts that my cousins sent me that are still wrapped, and they won't let me open till Christmas Day. And Robert's mom sent him a gift and included one for me. And oh my goodness, you guys, I had the best fig jam from Joan H. And I'm going to try my best to save some for Robert when he gets back, Joan. But that gave me yummy in my tummy this morning with my breakfast. And I was having, I don't want to downplay it, I was having a hard time. I still am. Robert would have liked for me to go with him, but I can't. I can't do that kind of travel. I can't get there, and there's, I can't. There's so many kids and so many people in the house. I can't. It's not like in the middle of winter I can go out to the van and get away. And this year we're not able to stay in a hotel while we're there. So I couldn't go. My health wouldn't allow it. I have all these books and training and everything that I've done, and I can't. I just can't remember them. And that comes up because Robert and I were having discussions. He called me and he checks on me, and we were texting. And thank you, Robert. You're so good to me. And he was sharing with me. He's listening to these podcasts as he drives, and he took a speaker, a Bluetooth speaker with him that Brian and Cindy gave me, and so there's a connection there as well. But he's listening to these things and sharing with me, and it's so exciting because it's from books and stuff that I've read and that I used to know, and for a while I got depressed because it's like I can't even read anymore, I can't travel anymore, I can't blah blah blah, I'm having trouble thinking, but you know what, I realized, just stop it. We are in control of our thoughts. And I started focusing on, yesterday my friend Sue Ann came by and visited with me for a little bit, even with her hectic busy schedule right now getting ready for the women's RTR, and she brought me a loaf of bread, and so today I had a wonderful sandwich for lunch, and texted Robert and teased him because it was a black olive, lettuce and cheese with mayo sandwich, and it's not something he would ever eat, but I enjoyed the heck out of it. And my cousin is a little worried about me being out here in the middle of nowhere by myself, but this is when I'm in my element. Gina teased me, and thank you, Gina, again for camping with us for a couple of days. And Sandy, I'm sorry you couldn't make it. And she teased me that, we were out and bumping Robert around in the back of the van, and I felt so bad for him, but I was in my element. I just love, the more remote I am, the happier I am. And I have friends around in this area that, like I said, that would invite me to, or have invited me to come be with them, but that's hard too, to be around people at Christmas when you're having trouble. And so it's easier for me to be by myself, and so I am choosing to do this, so it is on me for that. And I'm happy here, and I'll get in a rhythm. It's just been so long since I've been by myself. I'm having trouble finding that rhythm. And what I wanted to share with you is that the other thing I'm carrying with me, and that is with me, is all of our wonderful viewers and my viewers on this channel, and our patrons and the people that attended the 2018 twomeander meetup. You guys were so awesome, and like I said, some of these gifts are from there. And there were people there that have conquered cancer. There was somebody there that is in the throngs of cancer and didn't share that publicly. There's people there was someone there who's losing their child, that they were going to have to leave and go be with that child, and in preparation of saying goodbye to this earthly realm. And there were people there that were getting ready to go celebrate with their family, as is Robert, and there was just so much love spread around from everybody to everybody. And my dear friend Joan, that I text with often, we've never met in person, and a lot of people say that you know, the internet, you can't be friends, you can't feel love, you can't send love. But I don't think that's true, because a lot of these people I had not met in person, but I felt like I already knew them. And love is energy, and it can be sent around the world. It's like on a day of prayer. That unity, it matters. Sending the love, it matters. And it might just save a life. And however we can do that for each other this holiday season, well, anytime really, but especially this holiday season, because when I was 16 and living on my own, I think I skipped and didn't finish that story. It was the holidays, and I didn't have anywhere to go, and I went to some people. I worked 3 jobs to finish high school. You know, that VOE program, I don't know if they still have it, but vocational office education, you got out of school early and you went and worked the afternoons in an office. And then I worked at a grocery store in Patton's grocery store in Duncanville, Texas, and in evenings and on weekends, and then 3 nights a week and 1 weekend, Saturday or Sunday, depending on my schedule at the grocery store, I cleaned offices. And that's how I lived on my own and graduated high school. And one of my coworkers at the dealership where I worked during the day invited me to their family for Christmas. And so I went there, and they were such a lovely and loving family. It hurt to be around them. I know that sounds so self-centered, but bear with me. It was just, I felt alone, even though they had invited me over, and I didn't have the ability at 16 years of age to focus on the blessings. And I ended up taking a lot of pills, and I'm so grateful that the doctors at Parkland Hospital in Dallas were able to save my life. And I'm sharing that. I don't know why I'm sharing it. It's just on my heart to share that I feel so much love today, and that it is there if you look for it. I had so many people say that they have no family, no friends, and they are alone. And I woke up this morning feeling a little bit down, a lot down. I don't know why I keep downplaying it. Really down and sad, and it brought all that back to me. And I just want to tell you, reach out however you have to, and look for whatever you need to be grateful for. Oh, I'm so sorry. Even when I was living in a tent with my 2 dogs, I was one of the blessed ones that had people that checked on me. And I know that there are people right now that don't. But I promise you, there is still something to be grateful for. If you're out in the elements and you don't have a van like I have to be able to wake up in, and this morning I was looking at it, and it is so trashed, you guys, because we've just been throwing everything in it, and I've got the tarp laid out ready to pull everything out and reorganize and clean, and I'll get there and I'll do it. But today was not the day. It's the first day after Robert's gone, and I'm not up to it today, but I will get to it. But still, I was laying there in that van and feeling so grateful that I miss my dogs. I wish I still had them, but I'm not in that tent anymore. I was this close to being homeless because I was running out of money, and I've got friends and family that would say, you'll never be homeless, you can come live with me. And I've had viewers that have offered that, and and Robert will take care of me, but then I didn't know a lot of these people, and I had family and friends at the time that said I could come live with them. But when you have a TBI, you can't. You can't live in a noisy environment. You can't even stay in a noisy environment. I keep trying, and it is costing me, and I won't do it anymore. a lot of TBI rehabs, they have a double door. The outside door closes and shuts, and then this door is very quiet. It's like a vacuum door that slides, and it's so that you don't have that clanging door noise. The nurse's station has a glass around it so that the phone isn't heard, and that they're, while they're doing their work, all of that chatter. There's no TV in a TBI ward usually. Because we can't do that. I tried. I tried, and I can't do that. My next step would be assisted living. I don't even know how I could do an apartment. We stayed at Robert's daughter's apartment for just a few weeks, and I couldn't do it. I have that hyperacusis that I explained to you in my last video, and I just can't do it. I can do this. And I think I'm just going round robin because I want you to understand that there is a way. Don't give up. It really hit me hard this morning. I know people that have taken their lives. I found my own stepsister after she took her life. I thought about taking mine, and I struggled with depression for years as an adult dealing with my abusive childhood. And I got past all that, and a brain injury waylays me. And I still am not going to give up. And I'm so blessed. Look at where I get to be. I get to make videos. I get to make new friends. I get to have people that log on to see my videos, and I hope you get something from it. I have a wonderful partner that listens to podcasts so he can learn how to be even a better partner, and my memory is going. And I just wanted to share this with you while I can. I don't know when I might not be able to say it. We never know what tomorrow brings, right? So if you're out there and you're feeling down, you pick yourself up and you keep on keeping on, and you find something to be grateful for, and you give thanks and praise, please, to the spirit of oneness and the love that's within all of us, and the one God that takes care of us all. That's my opinion, and where I come from, and where I find my faith, and what I believe in. There is a connection between each and every one of us. If nothing else, give thanks for that until you believe that. And trust me, I didn't always have faith. I didn't always have love. I didn't always have joy. I didn't always have gratitude. It takes work sometimes to get there, but you can do it. And I know I've probably missed someone that gave me some things that I surrounded myself with this morning. I'm remembering now that Gina gave me flowers, and that Lisa gave me the vase, and Gina took the fire pit to our good friends Lisa and Spencer, that they contributed to the meetup, to the TMM that we had. I'm just so blessed in so many ways. And I'm struggling on this first day out here. It's been a long time since I've been alone, and I don't get lonely. I enjoy solitude. I just don't have my rhythm yet. And I just wanted to connect and say, don't you ever, 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 ever give up. Because then you might miss getting to have a day like this. I hope some of this made sense to somebody. We'll see you down the road, everybody. I love you.